Hi guys, welcome back to SJ Sports. I'm here with man like Fox. Fox, welcome back. Last week you just missed it, so tell the viewers what happened last week, why you didn't turn up on the show. So yeah.
I'll tell the viewers, good evening everyone, and then welcome to the SJ Sports channel, and then we just hope you're gonna enjoy what we're gonna bring for you today.
Yeah.
Last week nothing happened. He was just a lazy boy.
He didn't turn up last week, man.
He ran out of patience yesterday.
Nah.
So today we're gonna look at what is going on right now.
Yeah, we just today.
It's like what's on the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Manchester City saga.
Yeah.
The trouble, and then exactly how that's gonna affect the Premier League, and then how it's gonna favor the Premier League as well.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take you through to this incident of Manchester City.
Yeah.
What is your take on it?
Yeah, the incident happened when I was at work. I just got like a notification saying that City's been sanctioned, whatever. They're about to be sanctioned and all that. Like, you know, due to our financial fair play rules and all this. So I don't know. With City is weird because I remember when they have the new owners in 2000 and I think the new owners came in 2009, 2007 or 8 or 9. One of those.
2008.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, exactly 2008 when the Arabic owners just bought City. So with that year after two, they start buying all my players, you know, especially Arsenal. They took Emmanuel Adebayo, you know, they took Samuel Nasri, they took who else? Glenn Clichy, they took Bakary Sagna. I think they took half of our players. You remember when Adebayo scored against Arsenal? He run from one post,
like that.
one post to another post. So yeah. So for me, I have no sympathy for Man City, you know. So for me, like if what they said is really true, yeah, I believe they should just give away the trophies that they won.
That attitude that they did to you is called money talks. So
yeah.
They got money.
They got money. They're willing to spend.
Exactly.
And look now what happened. And there's a year that we missed out on top 4, and then City got 4th position with 4 points difference between them and Arsenal. So it's all money wise. If they didn't both all these players that they had, they will not even make that top 4 that year because Arsenal could have made top 4 because Arsenal finished. They finished at 4 points, you know, 4 points in front of Arsenal. So with all this year, they could own Arsenal money. Come, you know, if everything what they're saying is true, you know, I have no sympathy for City. Although they've been good, you know, but City to go from being a, you know, what they've been in the championship and all this from 2008, they're gonna end up losing all this. And I'm feeling sorry for like City fans.
Okay.
Honestly.
You feel sorry for City fans?
I feel sorry for City fans, but I don't feel sorry for the club.
Okay. Thank you very much. You've said it, and then it's very important here. So now let us analyze things in this manner.
Yeah.
All right. Manchester City in this kind of situation, and then if some points are going to be stripped off them, or taken away from them, either 5 points or 10 points, how do you think it's going to make Arsenal feel?
I think they say basically they might get deducted up to 10 points to 15 points.
Okay.
So if they do, they should hand over the league to Arsenal because the league is over for me. Because Arsenal can afford to lose 2-3 games and still win the league. That's how great it is. Although I would say Man U if that happens, Man U will be the closest rivals for Arsenal. But I feel like Man U still like got like a year or two to be able to like challenge for the league. So I don't feel like Man U is a big threat for Arsenal, to be honest. Yeah. But I think if that happens, Man U definitely finish second. Okay. And then Arsenal will just run away with the league. And they can afford to lose 2 or 3 games and still win the league. That's how sad it's gonna end up. Okay. I was I was talking in the group this morning. I don't know if you saw my messages on that. One of the guys been saying, "Oh, we don't want to win the league because of if we win the league right now, it looks like it's too easy." I said, "Look, personally, I don't care how I win the league. I just want to win. Just want to win the league. So if we end up winning the league with what the situation that happens, it's not our fault. You can't blame us because we didn't tell City to go and do those dodgy things that they've been doing." Okay. You know, so yeah, so I'm happy to win the league at the end of the day if that happens. Even if that doesn't happen, I still believe Arsenal will win the league.
Okay, now you've been discrediting Manchester United.
No, not really.
No. I'm just trying to take from you.
Go on.
Saying they have 1 or 2 years more to able to compete.
So I believe, You know why? Let me do that quickly before you go on.
Okay, go on.
You know why? Because I feel like you have a new manager, and the manager is not even settled yet. He's playing well. You guys have got a style, football style and all this. But I think the manager needs another maybe 4 or 5 players left to be able to be complete, to go for the proper league, if you understand what I mean. I believe it's too early, but if you believe they can still, I think they can push Arsenal. If that happens, they can push Arsenal. But I think Arsenal will have the edge just to win the league due to players understanding, and the manager has been there for 3 or 3.5 years.
That's what you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm just gonna show you something or ask you something.
Yeah.
So do you know exactly how many points is there between Manchester United and Arsenal?
Right now it's 8 points with the game in now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That 8 point.
Yeah.
Do you think Manchester United can't cover that?
They can't.
No. Just wait. If the way you're speaking about them having 1 or 2 more years to catch up, 8 points different. Starting point when the league started, where was Manchester United?
Yeah.
No. Just wait. Where was Manchester? Right at the bottom.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Now Manchester United now is competing with the first tier team, you call it top tier.
Yeah.
8 points in the between, and with City mega points.
Yeah, because remember, you guys get rid of Cristiano Ronaldo.
It doesn't matter.
Cristiano was they saying he was the bad egg and all this in the club. So remember, Chris was there at the time. There's too much noise in the club. So that's why I said the manager did well. He's doing well, but I feel like you guys should not over push the manager. I know it's good to be higher, to have more higher expectation and all this. But I feel like, me personally, I don't know how you feel. I know you, as Man U fan, I will feel the same. I know you feel it deep down. We have a chance to win this league if Arsenal slip off. But that's if Arsenal slip off. Because the way Arsenal playing this season, just forget about the Everton game. Everton game happens. It just happens once in a
No, we cannot forget about the Everton game.
No, okay. You might not forget it. But me personally, I believe it's just one of those games. City have it when they won the league. They lost to Palace 3-0 at home. Even they lose at home. These people do it as well. What's it called? Liverpool. They lost to Watford, and Watford was in the relegation zone at the time. So it can happen. But I believe after looking at the Everton game, I don't see how Arsenal are going to play again badly. And the good thing is, our North London rivals, they made London look proud. Because Tottenham, even though we lost, expect City to go there and they're calling the 3 points. But no, they went there and they lost. Arsenal lost, City lost. Happy days, man. I can't get any better weekend than that. Although my weekend was sad on this City lost. Yeah. But I know your weekend was good.
I will drag you a little bit back about Manchester United and the Cristiano Ronaldo saga.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't blame Cristiano Ronaldo for what was going on in Manchester United. No. They have their own administrative problems.
Yeah.
They have their own issues. They needed to deal with it. And then now, they're trying to become as one family. Cristiano was one in a dozen. He couldn't manipulate everything in the club.
Yeah.
So let's forget about Cristiano issue now. So now, if this trouble that Manchester City is in is officialized and announced, some fans are saying that's not the best way to win a trophy. Some people are saying they need to reorganize it again, because if Arsenal is awarded or crowned the trophy, they don't see it as a genuine victory.
That's true.
What's your take?
People say that to Liverpool. Remember when Liverpool won the league in COVID time?
Yes.
They said, "Oh, Liverpool, this." It was COVID, didn't it? And they said, "Oh, they won the league due to COVID time. They couldn't celebrate and all this." Me personally, Fox, as I said, I care less. If I know we're gonna get banter from the rival fans and all this Man U, especially Man U fans and Chelsea fans, we're gonna get, "Oh, you won the league because City." Yeah, but I believe still, even City is not being sanctioned. If they don't even sanction them yet, I believe we still win the league ahead of City.
Okay.
Even though if City get punished or not.
Your sweetest dream will be if City is sanctioned.
If they're sanctioned,
some points stripped off from them.
Yeah.
So, but now the UEFA are saying they're not gonna strip off City's title.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Is the FA going to copy exactly what the UEFA?
I think it's something to do with money as well. You know, City, they got money. That's the only thing that I'm scared of. They might just pay money for the lawyers, hire money, because you know the Arabics, they got money. So they might pay off money and then just everything collapse like you expect. But I believe if the FA are really strict with this, they should punish City. One thing, maybe I just said earlier in the video that I want them to like give away the trophies and that. That's just a banter thing. But trophies, they can keep their trophy. But I believe they should be like punished with points. Seriously, they should be punished with points. Remember, Juventus did it. Yeah. And what happened with Juventus? They get relegated. Yeah. They lose the points and get relegated. Yeah. So it should apply, because if they don't, if Premier League don't apply this, every team they're gonna do it and they will not have a say.
I think City has been a problem of breaking rules.
Yeah, a long time. And what happened is, from what I read, is like it's 2009 they've been investigated by UEFA. Yeah. And after that, City still carry on doing what they're doing. So if that's the case, then they should just get fined and then deduct points straight away. There's no negotiation on this.
According to France,
they can keep their trophies. Trophies, I think it's gonna be harsh to take the trophies out of them. Keep the trophies, but just punish them with points, and then maybe you can even put them relegated in the Premier League. Put them in the Championship.
Manchester City relegated.
Put them in the Championship.
Will be a drama in this country. So
drama for them.
Their comeback played a vital role in the Premier League because when City came back from poverty to riches or richness, they bought prominent football players, and then they came up. They bring coaches that are very instrumental in their team, so that gave them like almost 6 trophies, and then also that built up the image of Manchester City.
But you see,
standard
with that quickly, the build up they did is so quick. Look at what Newcastle are doing right now. That's why Newcastle, they're not rushing with all the build up they do. Because if Newcastle do like what City did for the past years, Newcastle in years time they're gonna be in this trouble. So Newcastle, that's why they're signing players with not like overspending. But City, they just came showing people, oh yeah, we're back, we got the Arabic oil and this oil, petrol money, start splashing, coming to Arsenal, buying all our top players. At the time, we couldn't do anything because they got more money than the club. But look now, what they end up. Yes, I feel sorry for the fans, some fans. But some of them, they've been like, oh yeah, we've been the best team, this. It happens. There's nothing you can do. But right now, they've been humbled by the news. So I feel sorry for the fans, but I don't feel sorry for the club, honestly.
You've made your intention very clear. You don't feel sorry.
I don't care. I don't care if I'm
you don't care how the league is going to be awarded.
Yeah.
Either City is being stripped of their points or not. All you want to see is Arsenal.
Yeah. At the end of the day, they're gonna say who won the league in 2023. Yeah. It's gonna be Arsenal. They're not gonna say, oh, because of City. City get points deducted and that.
Let's get back to Arsenal.
Yeah, Arsenal.
I think you've did wonderful this season.
Yeah, definitely.
Digging your history, looking at where the team came from, and then Arsene Wenger did very well to at least rebrand Arsenal, gave them those trophies, and then made them compete with Manchester United, where the heaviest of the Premier League.
Big rivalry.
Yeah, but when Arsene Wenger came, he bought some French and African players, mixed them, and then he got a very good result. The likes of Patrick Vieira, Thierry Henry, and then you get Vieri, and then you get PS and others. They made Arsenal look brand new.
Yeah, without the oil money.
Yes. So now, that's the technical part of things. But since then, Arsenal started to sink.
Because as I said, what happened is since then, in 2000, when we won the league 2004, 2003, 2004, and then Roman Abramovich come in he bought Chelsea, and the money start coming in. So when this guy bought Chelsea, and then Chelsea start buying, I think Chelsea was the first club that started spending money before City came in, and then they start buying players. Remember they took our player as Nicole.
They get the Russian money.
Yeah, they got the Russian money. Yeah. They took our player as Nicole when they, Mourinho yo, come here, I'll just give you money, man. He went because I didn't agree with
Chelsea wanted a trophy as well.
Yeah, and then Chelsea dominant for the past 2005, 6, 7, 8, and then you got from 7, 8 you got Man City coming up. So it was difficult for clubs like Arsenal. Man is good. Yeah, Man U, they have money anyway. I know the money fans.
No, we are still considered to be the richest.
No, you know what? We got money as well. Yeah. But our owners, they don't want to spend. This is the problem.
You came from a broke team.
Yeah, not broke, but they don't want to spend. That's the problem. But we could have competed But our owners don't want to do that. So after we start falling behind, and then you got Wenger having these young players and all this, trying to bring young players because he couldn't like financially compete the level of Chelsea, Man City, especially Man U as well. So it was struggling, it was difficult. But now you see, and at the time also Wenger is getting past. He's like, you got Mourinho playing, bringing his own style of football. Remember Mourinho used to say, yeah, take your ball position, take my 3 points. All tactics, and Wenger couldn't adopt because Wenger was used to like attacking football, press this, you know. And then football, Mourinho came in and changed the football. When he changed the football, Wenger couldn't adopt. He struggled. Yeah. You know, even though Arsenal were winning games and all this, we went, how many years we didn't win we didn't win trophy until 2012, I think. 2012, 2013, we won the FA Cup. And they said, Wenger, you can retire. But Wenger said he didn't want to retire. So it was hard to compete at the time. But I feel like now, even though now we're still back, but I don't think we can still compete with the like of Chelsea unless if FIFA start bringing rules that can stop these big owners to overspend basically. If they do that, then you can start competing more. If they're still overspending, it's going to be difficult. Not only Arsenal, it's going to be difficult. Teams like Tottenham and others, Liverpool.
Football evolved, and then it's marched a generation of revolution. Yeah. So all this happened because of money. Yeah. So when that money came, football is more scientific now than only old school tactics. Yeah, tactics. Yeah. So now we have moved from that generation to a modern way of adopting football. Yeah. Football is now revolutionized. Football is more scientific now. To all coaches, you could see they are training the way they conduct it. So now, from today, where do you predict Arsenal?
In the league? Or in general, I mean? Yes. I think right now, Arsenal is back. As I said, Arsenal is back, you know, for challenging like they used to be years ago. You know, one thing we haven't won is the Champions League. And I think the way Arteta is doing right now, I remember Arsenal still they still got few players left to we haven't reached our like peak yet. We still starting, we just started right now. Okay. So we still need few players to get in, and then we like financially we're strong and then we're ready to win all over the trophies. But I believe if Arteta been given all these players that he need, probably not this summer coming and the summer after, I think definitely this Champions League that Chelsea fans are just, you know, so bargaining all about. I think we will end up winning Champions League, and then the topic is going to be finished.
Okay, now let's look at few things within the Premier League. Yeah. Apart from Manchester United, Manchester City, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Tottenham. Let's take them out. Yeah. Okay? These 5 teams. So let's talk about surprising teams. Brentford. Yeah. Brighton. Newcastle. Brighton. Yeah. Brighton. And then how do you analyze their way of football? And where do you think they're going to be from now against 5 years to come within the Premier League?
I think Newcastle definitely they will be in the next 5 years. I think they will win one league, or at least one Premier League title in the next 5 years, because the way they started right now, they still got a few players to get rid of. You know, they still bring in players. Like I mentioned, what Newcastle are doing, they're doing very well. They're not overspending, but they bring in players just one by one. You know, and players that they bring in, they all, you know, gelling together and all this. So I think Newcastle definitely give them next 3 years. 3 years, I think they will win the league. Next 3 years, definitely they will win the league. Okay. Because they got the money to spend, they got the money to bring players. But with Brighton, Brighton is going to be difficult, but because of they don't have owners that, and the problem with Brighton is every year they're probably going to end up losing their best players. You see, Arsenal nearly bought this guy, Casado, because he nearly gone, but Brighton don't want to sell him. That's why he stayed. So I think Brighton will struggle. They will not struggle like going down, but they will struggle of keeping their best players. So I think Brighton will just stay in the Premier League, just be where they are, 8, 9, and then Brentford the same 8, 9, 8. I don't see them also going further, unless in the upcoming years time they have owners that are willing to spend like Newcastle. Then it might be a different story.
Okay. Talking about spending, as expenditure and gaining in football is typical commerce. So now that's what destroyed Leicester City's football squad because of money. The likes of Kante, Mahrez, and the others when they shine and got the Premier League title, big teams
collect their players. Same thing I said. That's why I said.
So now, do you think within the Premier League there are people eyeing good players like Martinelli, Saka, to be taken away from you?
No, I don't think so. I think because of now, with what happening with City, and that's the other thing I'm glad. With what happening in City now, and probably, remember Chelsea, they signed all, we haven't talked about Chelsea. Chelsea signed all these players for 6-7 years contract.
Yeah.
That's gonna end.
Yeah.
Because come summer, FIFA, they're putting rules that Chelsea, it's not only Chelsea, any other club, you cannot sign players 6-7 years or 8 years contract. You can only sign them 4, maximum 5 years contract. That's it. So with that, I believe now, I don't think Arsenal will sell players like they used to sell players like with Man City years ago, selling their best players right now. I don't think that's gonna happen, because I think right now, number one, we're competing with everybody. So I don't think nobody can come and change players' mindset and all. They say, oh, let's say Arsenal are not in the Champions League or Arsenal are not challenging for the league, you can come to us. I think it's going to be very difficult to convince a player right now, the way Arsenal are playing right now, where they are. It's going to be very difficult. So I don't have no feelings that I will lose one of my best players. Okay. No.
Coming to that, buying and selling still on the commerce.
Yeah.
Do you think that is the problem that Liverpool is facing?
Yeah.
With
financially.
Sadio Mane's case. No, Sadio Mane's case.
I don't know. You know what? With Sadio Mane's case, yes, Liverpool lost a good player. Like, they lost a great player. But with Liverpool, they bought these players. What's it called? They bought Diaz, yeah?
Nunes.
Yeah. They bought Jota. All these players to replace Mane. So I don't feel like it's a case of Mane. I know a lot of Mane have impact with the Liverpool team. He does have, because when Mane plays, you can see how Salah. Since Mane left, Salah has not been the same. And in fact, Salah needs to talk about. We're going to talk about Salah in our next video anyway. Because Salah, we'll talk about Salah. Let me just forget about Salah. But yeah, since Mane left, Salah hasn't been the same player. You know, so with that, I think Liverpool's problem right now is the midfield. The midfield is aging. I know they got injuries. They got Diaz out, Jota out. I think if they come back, the attacking will be better. They won't score goals. But the problem of Liverpool and the system that club plays, his midfield is a key. Liverpool right now, if you play against Liverpool, if you win the midfield, you win them easily. But the midfield, they don't have legs. 3 of those midfielders, Fabinho is 29. Thiago is 31. Henderson is 30. So all these people are aging, and they want to play. The club want to play a system that he wants to get the best out of the players. Players like to close down, high intensity. They've been doing that for nearly 4 or 5 years. So they don't have legs to do it anymore. So I feel like Liverpool, they should have done that last summer. Like, buy players that are going to replace these players. And that's what Arsenal are trying to do, because Arsenal, we'll come back to Liverpool. Arsenal, Thomas Partey is 29, 30 this year. Granit Xhaka is 29, 30 this year. So what Arsenal are doing next summer, according to what I heard, they want to get Declan Rice from West Ham.
How old is Declan Rice?
Rice is 23, 24.
He's also aging.
No. But Rice will give at least another 6 years or 7 years.
Okay.
And then you got Caicedo from Brighton. They want to get Caicedo on Rice to replace Partey. And because Arsenal don't want to have the same situation with Liverpool. Okay. So Liverpool, the problem is the midfield is aging. They need to sort out the midfield, and then they will come good.
Okay. Liverpool fans, are you with him? Sort out your midfield. So now, taking some comments and conversation from the pundits and other football lovers or football enthusiasts. All right. So about the Sadio Mane issue, let's just wrap it and then put it. Only Manchester United, City, and the others we'll have to focus on now, because Liverpool, they are not competing at this point in time. So Sadio is enjoying his life somewhere else, and then the Premier League is still in progress.
But quickly, do you think Liverpool make top 4?
Liverpool, I am not ruling them out.
I am definitely.
I am not ruling them out at all.
I'm sorry.
I am definitely. They are not competing, but they might pop in. They might come.
I'm sorry. I think Liverpool is out.
2 teams that I'm not ruling out: Liverpool and Chelsea. I'm not ruling them out.
I think Chelsea. I'll give them an edge. I'll give them maybe a couple of weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks time, and see. If they don't win 2-3 weeks time, definitely Chelsea are out of it. But Liverpool for me is out. Liverpool, they cannot make top 4.
All right. So Liverpool cannot make top 4. Chelsea on the edge. Have your say. You can subscribe. You can like. You can comment
below.
And then tell us what you think.
Liverpool
not making the top 4. Chelsea on the edge. So now let's look. Trossard. should be played by Arteta full time or not. We will have that on your say. Give your suggestions. Whether Trossard can make a big difference in the Arsenal squad or not. Coaches giving stars 3 minutes game time, 4 minutes game time, they call it technical strategy. That does not help some of the players because their impact is always been downgraded and their performance will never be seen as well. So we'll shift our attention to our weekend fixtures coming up very soon.
Yeah.
And then I would just like to,
guys,
ask you to say your final words to the viewers.
Yeah, or just, subscribe, comment below, tell us what you think about, whatever you just said about Man City and about, we forgot to mention Leeds as well. They just sacked their manager.
Yeah.
But we'll have a video for that another day around. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. Subscribe, like, and comment, and make sure you let us know what you think about it.
Before we go, do you think they're gonna sack Liverpool's coach or not?
Klopp.
Yes or no? Simple question I ask.
I would say no for now.
We're together. I also say no because he's a good manager. He's a good man. He
just having a bad run.
Yeah, he took Liverpool from somewhere to somewhere now. So we know, we know his impact on the game.
Yeah. But
so,
anyway, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.